Hello there, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading. So this is going to run roughly from November 12th until the 18th. The first thing that I am picking up here from this spread is I feel like there's somebody around you that is requiring a lot of attention, or they are doing a lot of attention seeking. And I feel like for you, some of them could be coworkers, some of them could be children. If you are in a co-parenting type of a situation, it could be your significant other's child, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend's child. What I'm feeling is there is this person that keeps coming at you, and I feel like the attention seeking is due to neglect. Okay, so like they're not getting enough attention. They need a lot of stimulation. It's like their mind is running a mile a minute, and they need to be entertained. They need to be their energy needs to be channeled to some type of an activity or something else. They need to be able to focus, but I feel like they're not getting enough stimulation from their environment, so they're constantly coming to you. They're constantly like, I look at this, look at that, or like, trying to grab your attention when you are deep in thoughts, when you have things that you need to take care of, when you have your own responsibilities that you need to take care of. I see a person with two children. One of them could be yours, the other one could be your significant other's. And I feel like you don't want to overstep your boundaries by disciplining the child. So I see like one child belongs to you and another child that belongs to somebody else. You don't want to overstep your boundaries. And so you're trying to figure out the right way to compromise. And you're trying to figure out the right way to give the child what the child needs, but at the same time, preserving or maintaining your peace of mind. So I feel like you're straddling a very thin line here when it comes to boundaries, when it comes to whose responsibility is it? Is it my responsibility or somebody else's responsibility? And so that's for those of you who are dealing with children. I also feel like there is somebody in your work environment that's doing this too. So this could be a child or a coworker or somebody in your work environment that I'm sensing that they take a long time to do things. They're lacking in self-confidence, and they constantly have to come to you to either get your attention, look at what I'm doing, look at what projects I'm assigned. Do you feel like I'm doing this the right way? So it's this constant pestering. They don't see it as being a nuisance, but I feel like from your peace of mind, from your perspective, you don't want to be rude. You don't want to, just brush them off. So then you kind of entertain whatever it is that they're telling you. And then I see you quickly turning around and going back to your work, focusing on the things that you're doing. And then I see them coming back when you're like, really deep in thoughts, and they're doing the same thing. It would be really good for you to draw clear boundaries with this person if it is an adult and a coworker. Obviously, with children, we have to utilize a different tactic, but if this is a coworker, definitely preserve, just for your productivity, just for your peace of mind. You need to draw very clear boundaries, and you need to tell that person, hey, I'm working on something right now. Can this wait? And I feel like if you keep doing that, they're going to get the hint. Okay, so if you want to be, if you don't want to be mean, you definitely can keep telling them, I'm working on something right now. Can this wait? And then, if you do it like 3 or 4 times, they'll get the hint, and then they'll gradually learn to leave you alone, okay? Or at least they'll learn that they should approach you when you're not busy, okay? So that's something you need to actively do for this week. The person that's doing this, they obviously, they're not getting enough attention in their environment. And so they're going to resort to this behavior. It's attention-seeking behavior, and I feel like you don't need to feed into it. What I'm also seeing right now as well is for some of you, there are some big trips planned. And we have a lot of people going on vacation and things like that because we are coming into the holiday season here in the United States. I see you talking, socializing, and texting, emailing, calling a lot of people in your vicinity. They could be, further away from you, like in a different state, in a different city. So I see you doing a lot of phone tag and trying to get a group of people in order to do something, in order to come to a destination, to meet up for a trip, or to meet up and reunite. And I'm feeling like I'm seeing a reunion with either people that have been significant to you. You might have been coworkers in the past, and also friends. I'm also seeing like gatherings as it relates to family. I'm also seeing attending weddings and things like that, like a wedding in the springtime even. And so there's a lot of these conversations, messages related to travel, related to, let's all meet up at this destination. Let's all meet up to go to this place in about 4 months' time. And so that's going to bring us into, the very beginning, like March of next year, for some type of a big reunion. I also feel like the message here is for you to take stock of what you have and be appreciative and be very grateful of what you have. And I see some of you are in a situation where, for those in relationships, your relationship partner, your relationship overall seems to me to be very, very stable. But there seems to be some type of an outside attraction that you might have with another person, and I feel like it's detracting you from appreciating everything that your relationship partner has to offer. So somebody outside of the relationship is soliciting you. It's like really sparking your interest. It's somebody you have a lot of strong attraction towards. And it's also somebody that knows you're not single and available, and yet they're still flirting with you. They're still showing their intentions. They're still showing their feelings towards you. And so do what you may, but I feel like this is something, they're aware that you're in a relationship, but they are still, they're still attempting to get your attention. Okay, so just be careful about that. I see for some of you it is a coworker, and it's separate from the first coworker that I'm seeing that's pestering you. This is somebody else. This is a new energy, and this seems to me like two separate people. And you want to be a little bit careful about that as well, because once again, they know you are not available. So from my perspective, I feel like it might just be them trying to, they're looking at you like it's a challenge because you're not available, you're not single, and yet they're trying to, win your affection. So it seems like it's a little bit more self-serving from their end. It seems like they're competitive, or it seems like they're looking at it as a challenge, okay? So which means once they attain you, they might not stay around. So just be careful about that. For those who are single, I feel like there is definitely another person that's capturing your attention. Some of you might have recently left somebody behind, and I feel like it was quite a painful ordeal. And you're protecting your heart. You are very much, ready to move on. And I also feel like you're no longer giving that past person the time of day. I have the world here, and the little bunny is encased in this bubble. This is protecting your heart, protecting your emotions, protecting your feelings, and not letting the past affect the present situation that you're in. And I have a new person that's coming into the picture, and I feel like a very strong fire sign vibe with this person. So it could be a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. And this is somebody who is very protective of you. They take initiative. They show or shower a lot of love and attention and affection on you. And I feel like they want a relationship, they want to build, and that's for those who are single, okay? They want to build the relationship. They want to see how things are going to progress. And I feel like they give you a lot of attention. They come to check up on you. They want to make sure you're okay. And I also feel like they're saying things like, How are you doing today? How was your weekend? It's like they really take the time out of their busy schedule to really connect with you and to ask how things are going and to, show their concern and show their care. This is somebody who's also very popular, I feel. They're very work oriented. Everything that they do with great care and diligence. And this is someone who's also very well respected in their field. So they have really good work ethics. They are well regarded. People generally really like them. So I feel like they're a very popular type of a person. I also feel like there's really strong chemistry between you and this person, and they're inching towards you is what I'm hearing. They're inching towards you, and yet you still have some communication from the past as well, that past relationship that left you very confused, very muddled. And I feel like, you might even have some unanswered questions, but at this point, with this new attraction, you don't really care. And you're looking to, close the door to the past, even though there were unanswered questions, even though there were things that left you very confused. You're actively moving away from it because you're closing out a cycle. And you're also at a point where, it doesn't matter. It's in the past. I'm going to lay it to rest and I'm just going to move on with my life. So you are definitely moving forward and advancing forward. I also feel as well, for those of you who have been working really, really hard, there is a bonus. There is some type of a major recognition ceremony. So it's like an award ceremony, some type of a work situation where there might be a celebration, where there might be like, I see like an achievement award. So they're calling up people to come to the stage, and everyone gets not everyone, just the ones that have done a really good job. Everyone gets a certificate, everyone gets a plaque, everyone gets a gift. And I see coworkers asking one another, what did you get? Can I see it? And vice versa, you doing that to them. So it's a really, really festive type of environment, I feel, that's coming through for this week. I'm also feeling as well a lot of just good rapport, good group work in the work environment. And I feel like, if you felt like, I don't know, the work is not really exciting, I'm not really sure if I'm progressing, there is a sense of camaraderie here that might not have existed in previous work environment. And I feel like it's allowing you to feel that, work doesn't have to be just work. It's the human connections, and it's the relationships, and it's the people that makes it very worthwhile, that makes it very meaningful to continue to stay in this work environment. So if you have been, wanting to branch out, I feel like the opportunity might be around for you, especially in 2019. Where you are right now is where you're supposed to be, because you're building up a really good rapport with higher management, with colleagues, with coworkers. And I feel that that's what's really driving you, making it really nice for you to want to wake up and go to work every day. It's the human relationships, okay? I'm feeling here that there is going to be a lot of success if you continue to stay where you are. But if you're looking for a change, I also feel there is going to be really good news coming about, especially the next year. Okay, so I see like choices and options that are going to be available for you if you're looking to branch out in your work sector. And it might be actually really difficult for you to leave the work environment because you're going to really miss the people that you've spent time with and that you really worked with. I keep seeing this element here about either a salary increase or a work increase, or it's like your workload might be increasing in either quantity, or they're getting significantly more difficult because you are increasing as well in your it's like getting a promotion, so the work that you do is you get more responsibilities. But I don't feel like it's more responsibilities in quantity as much as it is in complexity. So the work you're being given is going to be a little bit more complicated. It's going to be a little bit harder, so it takes a little bit more time. But I feel like you're being rewarded justly for the work that you do. There's definitely some really good news for you, for those who are looking for work, for those who are looking for clients, for those who are even have even applied. You know, like if you've applied like 5 months ago, you're getting some feedback. You're getting some news in that matter. And I also feel like possibility for many of you to shift into the new job coming into 2019, especially the first 4 months of 2019. Right now, take the time and do your due diligence when it comes to, you know, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and taking care of things one thing at a time rather than multitasking. Don't dash assignments off, you know, at the last minute. Review and proofread everything that you are submitting, especially to higher management, to higher ups, okay? I've been feeling like in the month of September and October, there's a lot of restlessness with you. There is also apprehension and a little bit of fear. And I feel like for some of you, it's like the uncertainty. I see you submitting things like documents, official documents, legal documents, and you're trying to figure out, you know, what's the outcome? Are they going to ask me questions? Are there other things I need to submit? So worries over documents that have been submitted. For some of you, it could be housing related. For others, it could be marriage. For others, it could be work related. So whatever documents you've sent out, I see some of you are very worried. Like, did I submit everything? Should I include more? And I also feel worries about, like, are they going to investigate further? Are they going to ask me certain questions? So I see that element coming in. And I feel like this is the week where things are going to be at ease. I see you a lot more emotionally, mentally at ease, where you're not really thinking about those things. It's done and over with. And I feel like if it's meant to be, you're just going to go with the flow and not worry too much about it. So I feel like this is a very relationship-oriented type of a week. Your relationship with other people, love, coworkers, parents, whatever, in whatever capacity. But I feel like the major emphasis here is on relationships. So the work front is not going to be too busy. It's not going to be too hectic or even difficult, okay? So I hope the reading is helpful for you guys, and I wish you all the best, all right, Pisces? Take care.